Do I look like I've been on a plane for 9 hours? Awesome. Thanks for telling me.
Yep, that's me.
Hello, beautiful bookish people. My name is Hannah, and today is a very exciting day because we are actually in London, England.
Wow.
I know. So, welcome to probably the most exciting reading vlog that is ever going to exist on my channel. What I chose to read on the flight over was The Secret History, and I actually wasn't reading it. I was watching a movie. I know, and then for some reason, everyone's movies just shut down. It was like a little power outage, and I was like, fine, God, I'll read. And I actually got a good, 105 pages in. I'm on chapter 3, and I have to say, I'm loving it. So what The Secret History is about this guy named Richard, and he's from California, and he just got into a college in New England, Vermont, and what you need to know about Richard is he hates biology, and he's really good at studying Greek language. And so at this college there's a very exclusive professor who only allows a certain number of students to be permitted into his classes. And our guy Richard proves that he can handle whatever this professor has in store for him. I don't know, I'm only on chapter 3. But from the back, and from a little foreshadowing, it seems like it's either going to go in a thriller route or in a paranormal route. I don't know. But like, there's just something about pretentious kids analyzing Virgil that just I vibe with. So that being said, welcome to this really exciting reading vlog where I vlog my experience in London and also tell you about The Secret History. So here we go.
Hi, and welcome to Voiceover Tour Guides with Hannah. I'm thinking about putting a patent on it, honestly, because, you know, what a name. I think we could really change things. Right now, we are about to head into the Charles Dickens Museum, where it was said that he would make up stories on the fly for his guests in this very living room. Charles Dickens is truly the embodiment of fake it till you make it. Over here, we have his writing desk, and if you could just give me a moment. I want to show you this because it's truly me in the future. Another thing I found interesting about the Charles Dickens house, and it was said that people would send chunks of their hair to Charles Dickens so that he would finish stories. So you heard it here first, folks. Fan culture has existed since the 1800s and was truly started by our elders. So yeah, next we went to the British Museum, where I did something unethical and snuck into the manga exhibit. I know, I'm such a rebel. Fun fact, in Japan, paper is more often used to print manga instead of toilet paper because priorities. Manga has also been around since the 12th century, which I didn't know, but the word manga first came into use in the late 18th century. Fascinating. Also, they had Pokemon cards on display, so if you can't find that really rare Pikachu card, it might be in the British Museum. After that, we went to Shakespeare's Globe, and I'm sorry to have to do this again. But after this, I will go ahead and let you get back to London Hannah.
Today was what you Londoners would call buzzin'. Went to see Henry V at the Globe.
Wow.
Pretty successful day. It was really cool. Henry V was played by a woman. Can we say, yes, queen? Wait. Yes, king. Henry was acting as if the crowd was his army. It was really cool. So first to say, 10 out of 10. But I'm really tired, and I read 30 pages today, and that's it, so. Remember when I called this a reading vlog? But we'll see what the next day brings us.
So,
And voiceover Hannah is back. Did you miss me? Today was the day we went to the Churchill War Room exhibit. This is where a lot of secret meetings and strategy sessions would take place during the duration of World War II, where everything was top secrets and under wraps except for Mrs. Churchill, who knew everything. I'm just kidding. But she did keep Churchill in good graces in his social sphere, which sometimes proved to be more difficult than it might seem. Next, we went to see one of my all-time favorite musicals, Wicked! Sorry, I just got really excited. I actually have a really special connection to Wicked. You see, when I first saw the show, I was actually playing the Wicked Witch of the West in my high school production, and based on that love for the characters and the music, it was the first show I ever truly fell in love with, and ever since then I've just classified myself as a musical theater nerd.
And we saw Wicked. If you don't like Wicked, I'm sorry. I don't trust you. It's so good, objectively great. It was a little weird to hear Alphabet having a little accent come out in songs, but still here for it. I cried. Yeah, it was during a weird part of the show. It was during Thank Goodness, which if you know the show is a very weird time to cry. During Thank Goodness, it's kind of Glinda realizing how maybe sometimes your dreams, even though you've gotten everything you've ever wanted, is not what they're built up to be. You're not what you need during that time. And it just got to me. I love Wicked so much. If you can't tell, we'll see you tomorrow.
Alrighty, next day we went on a bus tour where I could finally get some reading done, and our first stop was Oxford, and right now you're about to see the Oxford Science Building where you need a permit. I repeat, a permit to get in. Imagine being that into science. This is actually where Tolkien and C.S. Lewis studied, so I tried to soak up all of the genius air that I could, but upon leaving, I regret to inform you, I did not come up with my own three-dimensional fantasy world before leaving. I know. I'm so sorry, I'm just a letdown. Next, we went to Blimington Palace, which is the only non-royal palace in England and is the birthplace of, you didn't guess it, Winston Churchill, where I found out he's half American and dated Drew Barrymore's aunt? Can I get a what? But that about wraps it up. Back to you, London Hannah.
We're back! After just a long day of casual bus riding, we decided to reward ourselves with shawarma. But this is no normal shawarma. No. This shawarma is special. Let me tell you why. A while back, I went to Christine Ricciot's book tour, and during that time she had mentioned, since the book takes place in London, she references her favorite shawarma place ever in London. So I was like, well, now I have to read this book just to know what the shawarma place is. Christine says it's the best shawarma she's ever had, but I'll be the judge of that. But anyway, that's pretty good. Wow. Okay. Wow, that is actually pretty dang good. I'm gonna have to give it to you, Christine. And actually, today, shockingly, I did read. But I was able to read another 100 pages of this bad boy. And let me say, after the 3:30 mark, it was a low point for me. I wasn't sure if I was enjoying it as much. And then boom, it hits me with the Greek mythology references, and I can't help it. I love it. Plus we got some blackmail thrown in the mix, and rich kid problems, and that's my niche. Alright, I'll see you tomorrow with another fun fact.
Okay, y'all, today is the day of all days because the heavens have opened, the stars have aligned, because little old Texan me gets to see her favorite musical 6 with Millie O'Connell in the second row. Okay, you are about to witness the glory, the awe, the wonder that is the Mega 6, which is the final part of the show that is the mashup of all the songs and all things wonderful. Okay, without further ado, here you go.
London, clap your
I just watched my own footage back for about 5 times and legit almost cried. Anywho, you're about to witness the purest form of joy I think I've ever seen in myself, so be prepared.
Man, can I say, what a day. But first things first, something just doesn't feel right. Just 1 second. Man, much better. So, if you couldn't tell, we went to see Sex! And, I had an amazing time. It might seem like I'm exaggerating, but I freaking loved this musical. If you don't know, Six is about the 6 wives of Henry VIII, as they all have a contest to see who can be the leading lady of the modern pop band by who went through the most pain. And it is beautiful. I love it. It cleared my skin. It is the future of musicals. I am in love. And Six feels like it's the perfect combination of everything I love, and I'm so happy right now. It's a history show with my favorite time period, talking about the Tudors with a pop feminist icon girl group. I mean, come on, it's literally everything I love. And if I didn't love this show, I don't know who I would be. It's just an amazing show. Like, it's so exciting to be obsessed with something. If you ever, for some odd reason, want to talk about the Tudors with me, like, my DMs are open. I'm here. I'm ready for it. I'm meeting up with Tom, Joe, and Jordan, which is, like, super exciting. And hopefully I'll get a clip at some point with them. But I am so excited. They're all complete and utter sweethearts. So, yeah, that's the plan for tomorrow. I'm meeting them for lunch. So pray for me that I'm not too awkward. I'm not an introvert, but I am a very awkward extrovert that doesn't know what to say. So, yeah, pray for me.
Alright, hello! We have a little update and we have met up with some booktubers. Whoa! How exciting. We have Joe from Average Joe Reads and Jordan Harvey. Whoa! So, oh my gosh, I just realized if we had a Gryffindor, we would be a complete set.
What?
A Ravenclaw. Yeah.
Wait, you're a Hufflepuff?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Is that shocking?
A little bit. I would
Wait,
have
really?
Gryffindor, but
Oh, really?
yeah.
I see Hufflepuff.
I used to think I was a Gryffindor actually, but then I had a bit of a crisis. Sorry.
No, Tom, I'm all about this therapy session.
But then I had a bit of a crisis. I went through a phase where I was like, what am I? And I settled on Hufflepuff. But like maybe there's a Ravenclaw inside.
Yes.
Also, I haven't completely left Gryffindor behind.
Mhm.
I just know that I'm not a Slytherin.
Same.
But then sometimes I'm like,
But I'm ambitious, you know?
Relate.
But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I did a poll on Twitter, and these bitches really thought I was a Ravenclaw.
I think I voted for Ravenclaw.
Yeah, everyone was like,
Yeah, I did too.
Like, it was close. I think it was like 50-50 really.
Yeah.
It was like Ravenclaw, Slytherin.
Mhm.
And, I mean, to me it's clear.
Yeah. I mean,
Meeting you now, yes, 100%. Just via the channel, I would say Ravenclaw.
Really?
Mhm.
Shocking.
Yeah.
I would agree.
See?
Yeah.
It's a consensus.
Just play one board game with me and it'll become very clear.
Oh, I am so competitive. It's unreal. That was okay. But we're gonna go to some bookstores and eventually meet up with Tom. So yeah, I'm excited. I'll take you along. We'll see what happens. All right, I'll see y'all later. Bye. All right, first stop was Persephone Bookstore, which was very niche but very pretty. And next is an out of context clip that won't make sense till December. Ha ha ha, evil laughter. Because I'm like Libbre. I like to do extreme foreshadowing as soon as I can. Alright, we're back. I met some booktubers.
Simple as that.
Today was just a day of meeting up with friends and going book shopping. What is more wholesome than that? I didn't really vlog much, but I think that comes from I was just having a good time. I knew Tom and Joe from book comp. And Joe, you got a little special place in my heart. We both have that kind of like chill energy that's just like low-key, and I love that for us. Tom is just this most energetic, lovable goofball you'll ever meet, and Jordan, surprisingly,
We have so much in common, it's crazy.
and we kind of liked all the same things and knew all the same authors. It was kind of weird, but also amazing at the same time. Booktubers are great, but you know, we've been known, you know what I mean? And also I'll have everybody linked in the description, because you should all go check out these wonderful people, because they're great and better than me.
Alright, on the last day we went to Bath, which is a lovely little city that Mary Shelley and Jane Austen are from, and I actually did a review and you should check it out because I'm low-key really proud of it. Anywho, this is the largest road in Bath because, fun fact, it was built for carriages. Next, we went to the Roman baths, which was developed during the time that Rome occupied some parts of England, and it wasn't discovered till a pipe broke and water rose all the way to the top. Fun fact, a tennis court was actually there before the discovery of the Roman baths, and accounts of Henry VIII can be found playing atop. And I don't know why, I just find that hilarious. Another thing is Queen Victoria actually hated Bath because when she visited, someone yelled from the crowd, "Look at those fat ankles!" And Queen Victoria was like, "No, that's the thing I'm sensitive about!" and just never came back, which honestly a mood, and I would have done the same thing. Which, I hate to say, brings us to the end of voiceover tour guides with Hannah. I do accept tips, but only in the form of books. My wish list will be down in the description. No, I'm just kidding. But thanks for listening.
I'm back. So, I'm officially back in Texas, which means that this ends the whole London vlog. Aww. But to close it out, I thought I would tell you the things that you kind of missed, because as we've established in previous vlogs, I'm not good at vlogging. After Bath, we went to Stonehenge, but it was raining, so I couldn't take y'all along because of, you know, y'all aren't exactly waterproof. And then after Stonehenge, I just met up with Tom for dinner, which was honestly a highlight of my trip. Tom, I love you. If anybody hurts you, I will fight them, because he is the most wholesome being on Booktube. Fight me on it. And I actually finished the Secret History on the plane, so it's just all coming together. Wow, isn't that great? Love that for me. So I ended up giving The Secret History by Donna Tartt 3 stars, mostly because I feel like almost 100 pages could be taken away and we would still get the same plot. If you take Richard out of the plot, it's fine. It's still gonna, you're still gonna end up with your same end result, and I find that to be kind of bad. The female representation is not the best in this. So if you're caught up on your mythology, you can definitely see the parallels more, because I just recently took like a class where we discussed mythology, and I was able to see where Donna Tartt was drawing a lot of her inspiration from the whole Dionysus story, especially with the whole forest orgy thing. So, but there are a lot of triggers in this book, triggers for murder, triggers for alcohol abuse, drug abuse, an abusive relationship, but also an incestual relationship, which I was not expecting when jumping into this book, so I feel like that definitely needs a warning before anybody hops into it. When you know what changes you would make, it can kind of take away from the enjoyment of the book. There were some slow parts, and because of those slow parts, I was able to notice some things that I would just want to change about it. And there's nothing bad about that, but I ended up giving this book 3 stars. It was a good time. I think it was a good choice to take to London with me. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you next time. Keep reading and all that jazz. you know it's good. Also, when it makes you sing, you know it's good. Y'all, I'm tired. I'm in like this mental space like that I like to call nirvana, where it's like you're so tired that you're almost philosophical. And waited to, wow, I am tired. Fun fact, Anne Boleyn was actually a bridesmaid in Henry VIII's sister's wedding. We love useless knowledge. Is Donna